Welcome YouTubers, welcome small business owners, and welcome entrepreneurs. This is the first installment of a brand new channel called the MBA for the Small Business Owner that is going to talk a little bit about how relevant an MBA is to a small business owner. This channel, again, which is brand new, is going to provide entrepreneurs and small business owners with tips around managing their business more effectively, marketing their business, and improving the operations of their business. It's going to give them information. It's going to give them profiles of other small business owners that they can learn from. It's also going to give them updates and news that pertain to small business as well as entrepreneurs. And hopefully these things together will inspire you on your quest as a small business owner and entrepreneur. This channel is ran by myself. My name is Mike Johnson. I am a 12-year vet to marketing and branding, launching new products, as well as consulting for some of the companies that you see on the screen there. But I must confess, those are pretty much all Fortune 500 companies, maybe with the exception of Barbary. But I must say that the times that I've had a chance to work with smaller companies or entrepreneurs compared to large companies, I loved it. I absolutely endear and love working with small business owners. So one of the things that I've wanted to do for some time that I'm getting a chance to do now is take many of the lessons that I've learned working with both large companies and small companies, and yes, even in my MBA program, and repurposing some of those lessons, those tips, and some of those insights into things that are relevant to small business owners and entrepreneurs. And trust me, while you probably have a healthy bit of skepticism around just how much you can learn as a small business owner or entrepreneur from an MBA, that is certainly a healthy level of skepticism to have, and it's certainly valid. I can tell you that there are a lot of things that small companies could learn from large companies, as well as vice versa. And we're going to talk about a lot of those things throughout the various topics that we cover in this particular YouTube channel. But today, I do want to talk a little bit about the MBA's relevance in the world of small business. So on my screen right now, you may recognize this person's face. His name is Peter Thiel. And if you don't know who Peter Thiel is, he is the founder of PayPal. And he sold PayPal many years back for a whole lot of money, and he's now a billionaire. He still does a lot of venture capital investments and work with startup companies in the Silicon Valley area. And he is a notorious MBA skeptic. He is one that feels as though the MBA program and MBAs in general oftentimes don't thrive in entrepreneurial-like environments because they may fall victim to groupthink. And they oftentimes just don't have the skill sets, or they've also may have been conditioned mentally to not thrive in a more entrepreneurial environment. And as an MBA, I must say that he's right. In a lot of ways, when I think back objectively about my MBA program, my program did a hell of a job teaching me how to run an existing large company. It did not do a great job of teaching me how to start a company. And having attempted to start several companies, I can tell you that the skill sets are dramatically different. So he's right to have a healthy level of skepticism towards MBAs when it comes to startup environments and small business. But here's what I will say. While an MBA program, and oftentimes, to be quite frank, the professors that teach those programs, who oftentimes have spent their entire career in academia, they've never had the experience of trying to raise funds or trying to get people to devote their time and energy to a business that has essentially done nothing yet, right? When you are in the process of launching a business, all you have is an idea or a concept, and you have to find people willing to invest their time and money into seeing that concept or idea manifest into something real. That is a real challenge that takes a very unique skill set that large companies, or those that run large companies, tend to not have to rely upon as much. So he's absolutely right to have skepticism towards an MBA. But I will tell you this. In the times that I've attempted to start businesses, and to run a small business, it always comes down to making decisions. Whether you're talking about what price should I set my product at, who is the target market for my product, or how can I establish a process to develop my product or my service in a way that doesn't create a lot of waste in materials or time and effort, right? The answer to those questions can either create a lot of headache for a small business owner, or it can basically be done right and help a small business thrive and excel. And I can tell you that the way to approach those types of questions tends to be more effective when you have a framework or a systematic approach to evaluate and analyze those questions according to your business. And that process and that framework is something that MBAs and MBA programs do a very good job of teaching you the foundations of how to approach those types of questions. So for example, I understand how to profile customers based on demographics, psychographics, attitudinal behaviors, or what have you. I know how to develop personas based on a day in the life of a particular consumer, which go a tremendous amount of way in terms of understanding the nuances and the details of how your consumers are actually going to buy your product. Not having that systematic and framework of a way to approach that question can oftentimes lead entrepreneurs and small business owners astray. And it can lead them to making the wrong decisions, whether it's around what products to carry, what price to set my product at, how I should structure my company today to meet my goal of tomorrow, right? So for example, let's say you own a small ice cream shop that one day you want to become a national franchise chain. But you make the decision when you first start to develop your products to only source your cream from a local creamery because I know the people that own that creamery and they make a great cream, and I want my product to always have that cream in it. Well, that's fine and dandy, but guess what you've just done? You've just constrained your capacity to expand your product because you are only relying upon one supplier for your cream. If you want to expand your product line to a national scale, you're going to have to likely involve other suppliers. And if you've kind of anchored your entire product marketing message around this one supplier or one particular ingredient, then that's going to be a challenge. Being able to anticipate those types of challenges and look beyond the first 2 to 3 years of the business and plan for those things are things that MBA programs and MBAs in general do a very good job of doing. So to answer the question of the relevance of an MBA to a small business or an entrepreneur, it is absolutely relevant. And there are certainly concepts and frameworks and tools that you learn in an MBA program that can be applied to small business. And those are the types of topics and things that you're going to learn about in this channel, in addition to hearing about things that other entrepreneurs and small business owners that are doing that are helping them reach certain levels of success or become more successful in their business. So much love to Peter Thiel. He's a very obviously respected man in Silicon Valley. It's hard to argue with someone that successfully built a company and sold it and became a billionaire. And he certainly makes a lot of points around MBA's relevance to small business owners. But I guarantee you that there are many concepts that you can learn from, and that is the purpose of this channel. We're going to talk about marketing your business. We're going to talk about managing the operations of your business. We're going to talk about launching new products. We're going to talk about positioning your business and your brand in the market in a way that is most receptive to your audience and also can help you compete with your competitors more effectively. All of those topics and much, much more we're going to get into in this channel. So hope you enjoyed this first topic. If you do have further questions about an MBA and what types of skills that are most relevant in a small business, or if you have additional topics or questions that you would like to propose that we address in this channel, please ask those questions and make those suggestions in our comment section for this particular video. I will be certainly reading and responding to those comments, and you just may see that topic addressed on one of our future videos. So thank you.